Be live. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Sorry, getting stuff set up. So, tomorrow I've got a nice little setup for ready to go. Got in a bunch of nice amethyst this week. Affordable amethyst, too. Got some citrine and stuff from last week. Peridot and topaz and tanzanite, and I've even got some sapphire and tsavorite garnets on this one. All sorts of cool stuff. But of course, today's just my crafting stream. Oh, quick reminder. Next week, we will be doing the giveaway for the members pendant. If you haven't gotten yourself set up for it, it's in the members video section. Just go comment. Come on. My apologies. Anyway, yeah, so now that we've covered that wonderful part, crafting. I have no idea what I'm doing today. None. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, just gonna grab one of these because, whoops. Yeah. So I'm going to my room for the whole crafting thing. It might not be a bad idea to have on hand. I also have this Montana Sapphire set that I made. I could make a traditional, like, Montana Sapphire halo ring, but that just seems really pedestrian, I guess. I don't know. It's not me. I love making jewelry, but I want to make something that, like, looks like it came out of freaking Dune or sci-fi or I don't know. Mortal Engines. Hell yeah. Well, Pool or Pro, how you doing today, buddy? Hope you're having yourself a good day. Getting myself set up here. Let's see, I'm gonna make sure I can see my chat. Late to the party? It just started, bro. You ain't late. How you doing? John, I apologize. I still do not, like, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the stream tomorrow because my computer, I need a backup power pack just because I've almost lost my computer twice now due to power fluctuations. And, like, it was luck that brought that even let it run again, and I'm afraid to turn it back on in nanoseconds. Cool. I got chat going. I want all messages. Live chat. One idea I have. I've got some of these amethyst beads. I picked these up over at World of Rock Hounding. And, I could make some of these rings, but they'd be like $50. I appreciate it. I feel bad because, like, it was getting better. I had almost gotten down to under a week for shipping time, and then that went down. But overall, like, things have gotten so much better, and I'm so grateful to everyone for the support and the love, and even just hanging out like this. I have watched the watch time double over the last 3 months, and that means a lot to me. Because that means I'm getting to share what I love to do with other people, and for free still, which is kind of my dream. Could do a wire wrap pendant today. Ooh, might need to turn that down a bit. Search. Hey, there's my music right there. Hey, Iris. Now, of course, if there's... I'm always open to ideas. I got plenty of options. I forgot one thing. I will be right back. I am using the one jazz song that I have found on YouTube that doesn't get me copyright struck. It's a Cafe Music Unwind Station Jazz Mix. Here, I'll even show it. I have no problem crediting these people because they provide my music for free. Thanks for all those thumbs ups, everyone. No, I don't want to sign into Roku on my fucking TV. I'm using it for something else. Hey, Rose. Okay. I forgot one thing. Actually, I probably forgot more than one thing, but I know of at least one thing I forgot. I'm going to go grab that real quick. Two things. I forgot at least two things. Of course I did. Charger. Just in case, grab the amethyst beads. And... hey, you never know. Someone might throw me the inspiration that always works. No, it did not. Well, I was actually just commenting on that it has not arrived yet, and so my PC is still currently down, unfortunately. Ooh! I have to show something off. It's ridiculous, but amazing. So... yes, he did. Yes, he indeed did. And I don't even know... hey, Lisa! It's good to see you. I hope... I'm doing really well, actually. The last month has been astonishing. I made a ring light for my microscope that I use. Sabella! Wow, everyone's dropping by. How are you doing today, Sabella? It's good to see you. If we could just get my PC thing figured out, everything would be in, like, prime condition. Alrighty, let's, yeah. Prepare to make something. That's good to hear, Sabella. We have missed you a lot. It's good to see you. Like, I need somebody to banter with me, and you are have always been the perfect, like, person, and you're just perfectly good at that. No one gives me guff like you. I don't like the way I worded that. That almost sounded... I'm not gonna say it, but... what am I doing? So, amethyst beaded rings. It is something I am seriously considering making more of, but again, I'm wondering if anyone would want or be willing to pay $50 for one of these. That said, I can make one, or I can do a wire wrap pendant. Oh, this would be a good one, too. It sits perfectly for a person, like, for wear. I love the labradorite, too. Lisa, did you see all the labradorite that I got this week? Since I got people want a sneak peek for tomorrow, perhaps I could sneak an auction in slowly into the background of the crafting stream. It is silver. That was a requirement for me to do this, was that I was going to have to do it in silver, and that's why the price is so high. Otherwise, it'd be like $10. Let's go back out there real quick. I am super stoked about this. Actually, first off, Sabella. Sabella, I don't know if I've ever had my desk this clean, like, even before I moved in. Something's missing. Something vital's missing. And there's your buddy, Sabella. He's just hanging out back there. Alrighty. So, yeah, bro. I had to shut down for the last almost a month. So all this is going to be there tomorrow. I got all these amethyst in. And like, just an example of some of these amethysts. $10. Iris. It's all good. Bunch of tanzanites, some savorites, some peridot, and some beautiful garnets. I got... Here's one you might also be interested in tomorrow, Lisa. Okay. I'm gonna take... Just gonna snag a couple of these. They're like small auction. Yeah, Sabella. I finally broke into my living room and took all the gems out here. There just wasn't enough room for the two of us in my bedroom. Although, it was close. I was the one who almost ended up sleeping on the couch. Thank you, Rose. Making jewelry is my real passion. It's just not the right economy for it currently. Lisa, don't worry. Labradorite is probably going to be flowing through this like water, I have a feeling. Because I still have... There's about half a kilo on... Actually, there's probably a little more than half a kilo on that tray. And I think I've got another half a kilo on the way. And that's just the testing suppliers. Iris. At least you're getting to have fun, Iris. That's so interesting. Two different planes there. I better be careful. Rose, it was my only option, and I don't regret it one bit. It was absolutely worth doing. And welcome, by the way. We started out in my bedroom with, yeah. I still have 3/4 of, now that I think about it, since Sabella's here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get another bottle of that. I'll drink a bottle of water. 3/4 of it or so. I only drink on live streams that you show up to, or if somebody makes a mention of it, I'll drink some water in a live stream. However, you did send me Monster with it, so, it's almost like I feel it's just, yeah. Here's one for you. Just for Sabella. Cheers. And it's not even so hot out that I have to drink it. Oh, gosh. Y'all are trying to kill me. Nice, Iris. Do a pendant. I have a better feeling about doing a pendant than... Sabella, I don't know that I believe you. At some point, we'll do an auction on a few of these labradorites if I don't break them first. It doesn't take that much. Only a couple inches. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do a different design today. I haven't done this design since my first 6-8 months learning. Oh yes, yes. I kind of said something about that briefly in the beginning. Hello, Melissa. The members giveaway is only a week away. And the odds are still fairly good. I don't remember if they're still in quite the double digits, but they certainly were. Yes. We can do that. I gave a quick show of it in the beginning. I can walk back out there. Deal with that part later. Make sure I leave myself just a little bit of room. I will not complain, John. I can use all the promotion I can get. Speaking of promotion, real quick, since Sabella's here, I just want to take a second to say thank you, Sabella, for all the work that you've put into the Instagram. Like, I still have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I can see you've put just a ton of time into that, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the help and effort that you put in. It means a lot. Alright, so, pendant kind of... I know. How's your move coming along? Have a good one, Rose. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day. That's awesome, Sabella. There we go. Okay, after you get the frame together... Who was it? Her name starts with... I think it's Kelly Jones. This design is heavily inspired by a tutorial. I want to say it was Kelly Jones. It was actually like one of the very, very early harder tutorials that I gave a shot at. Done it a couple times with moonstone, and it can make a really beautiful, beautiful pendant. Are you gonna throw up on that blanket again? You alright, dude? I just washed it, too. Wow. 8 likes in 26 minutes. Like, that is kind of mind-boggling to me. Especially because he sleeps right next to me most of the night. Like, where I showed you he's at, that's where he sleeps at night. It's his favorite blanket. Although in the winter we fight about that blanket because it's a pretty damn warm blanket. But now that it's getting back warm again and we don't have any below zero temperature stuff going on, I let him win this one round. That is true, Lisa. All I gotta do is throw it in the washer, and I just got new Tide Pods today. Which, again, thank you to those who are being patient about invoicing. I know I haven't even sent out invoices from last week, let alone shipping. Hopefully we will hear a knock, or I guess I could check too. Let me make sure. Let's see if it's gonna tell me next week now. Yeah, no, still says expected today, Will. No shit, bro. It always shocked me when I heard about that becoming a thing. Like, I was just utterly confused as to... And mind you, this is coming from somebody who at the time thought it was okay to introduce clandestinely formulated things directly into my bloodstream. But I knew better than to eat freaking Tide Pods. Like, come on now. Thank you, Pro. That's what I'm saying. Sabella. It's a survival rate. Peroxide. I don't know if that's what's in that particular shaving cream that'll do it, but a lot of shaving creams... Wait. No, I'm thinking of a different product for stains. But now that I think about it, most of y'all probably already know about that. Natural selection, I say. I can neither endorse nor condemn that statement. Public service announcement. Don't eat Tide Pods. They're not good for you. Okay, cool. I know, this looks pretty rough. But it's just the beginning. Real quick, I'm going to swing over here to my block. Is that a freaking piece of gold? What are you just floating there for? You can't just be floating there, dude. Come on now. Who is running this army? And some of you might be wondering, like, what was the purpose of what I just did? And it's actually not a bad question. I was work hardening the metal to make it more durable and hold up to what I'm about to do with it. Neat. No. Because everyone online is, I don't know what I would tell them if I can even get them to the ER. I mean, to a point, I gotta say that I don't know that it's so much natural selection on thinking about it. Here you go, you got my philosophical side going. I would say it's a perfect example of nature versus nurture. I don't necessarily know that it's, you know, biological when you got somebody who's brave enough to ingest a Tide Pod, but possibly could have more to do with, you know, like, I just look back at my own childhood and the thoughts I had as I, like, you know, tried hard drugs for the first time. And I was pretty much like, well, my parents did it, they're fine. Never really stopped to think about the fact that, like, you know, my parents weren't really parents. Well, my dad was. I shouldn't say that. My father tried his best. But when I was just, like, let to run around and, you know, do whatever the hell I wanted, and I'm not surprised I took that route. Because I totally knew it was not a smart thing just to stab a steel spike into my arm at that age, or, you know, when I was that age. Totally knew. I ain't gonna be like one of those people who says that I didn't know how dangerous it was. It was pretty damn evident how dangerous it was. I just wanted Mommy to love me. What's wrong with sniffing markers as a kid? Wait, never mind. Do not sniff markers. Pro, I'm not, no. I can neither yeah. I don't got the time to go into that debate. I'll just say I personally do not agree with the man's work. Damn, I need to sell some wire wraps this weekend so I can get some wire. I'm almost out of detailing wire. We're gonna have to use 32 gauge. Ooh, is this gonna work with 32 gauge? Let's find out. Okay. Lisa, I concur with you. For instance, you know, the sticker on McDonald's coffee saying that the coffee is hot. It better be hot. It's what I asked for was hot coffee. I have a feeling I'm going to have to play some games with my... I also have a feeling this is a bad idea with trying to do with 32 gauge. Have to put a Rio order in. Oh, and Iris, I mean, I bet you're hard-pressed to find a package that doesn't have the sticker saying this product is known to cause cancer, blah, 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 blah. I know what to do. Guys, I'm going to try and do an auction slowly throughout this stream of these 3 rocks. I have 2 ideas here. The first one is that I could just do all of them at once. And that way there's only 1 auction. Or I could do 3 small auctions. But no rush on it. Feeling pretty good, so I have a feeling I'll be streaming for a minute. Either way, it'll start at $1. Regardless. Just, I have a feeling it'll be easier to keep track of if it's just 1, but there are methods that could be used to keep track of, 3 of them. But yeah, actually, Iris, so speaking of the cancer thing, so with me ordering from Rio Grande, they, like, literally, you can order fine gold, pure gold, and it will, like, which doesn't cause cancer, but they've got the sticker on it anyway just to be safe. This product may contain chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer. Like, I know it's legit on silver, on nickel and stuff, but maybe legit. Or solder. Because the plastic. Ain't that the truth? Alright. I'm gonna start this as a simple weave where I just wrap around both wires to make a pattern, and then I will do a figure 8 weave. I don't know about them. I'm not sure if they do that in California or not. I haven't been there since I was a kid. It wouldn't shock me, but at the same time, it wouldn't shock me if everything in the supermarket was labeled with that. Okay, buddy. Drive safe. That's interesting, Melissa. It doesn't... I don't actually know. I just know because what I know from packages that I've gotten, and, like, everything inside has said stickers. As a matter of fact... Oh, no. So they don't have it on the package itself, but the package that these come in, like, and to be fair, I'm sure this does. Like, this stuff probably is not good for you. But it'll literally come on the back, or on some of the rolls of wire. It might be. And it's only one place that I can think of that I really deal with that, and that's Rio Grande. They are a bit on top of it. I see it elsewhere too, but not quite. I don't know. I'm gonna be thinking about that now. I think about everything. That makes sense, Iris. That is always concerning when it's on food. For me, every time I see the sticker, I want to know how. Like, what mechanism of this product can cause that? Does it have to be ingested? What about if it's breathed in, perhaps absorbed through the skin? For some reason, I can't remember the term for that. Subdermal. No, that's not subdermal. Subdermal would be an injection. I don't know. But yeah, I always get interested in the science behind everything. Okay, and now... I know. It just shocks me how often the stuff I get from Rio has said stuff on it. Or some of the things I've seen it on. Don't get me wrong, I don't pay super hardcore attention to it either. I just notice the sticker a lot. Wait, pepper? Really? No. Like capsaicin? Oh, Will knows what he's talking about. Oh, okay. So before my time. Or, well, before I would remember, I guess. I won't lie, I do often wonder, you know, with how many things were wrong back then. Oh. Interesting. The more I learn. Now, Iris, to be fair, that second one, I still personally say the jury's kind of possibly out on. I don't think we've done enough study into the effects, you know, cannabis has on reproduction slash prenatal care or development. Again, something that I'm not an expert on in any means, but I just don't know. We've suppressed too much study over the years. Definitely need to do more study into, you know, the benefits / risks. I've actually been going through a podcast from a doctor who does a really good job breaking down what we know and what questions are still there about it, which is really cool to me. What, is it over? Oh, holy crap, it is. No, back. I have not been live for 2 hours. Okay, 51 minutes. That's fascinating about the meat. I mean, doesn't really necessarily surprise me, but it's just fascinating. I remember being told by... Whew, I don't remember what country she had immigrated from, but the lady made the best food. I don't know if it was actually recipes or what, but it was also spicy as hell. Just super spicy. And she told me that the reason they use spicy food is because it goes farther when it's spicy. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I know her food was damn good. I miss that. Oh, nice, John. That's if that isn't gonna have me worrying. Although, okay, so on that subject, then I do wonder if that is why anything with nickel, like jewelry wise, has that. If it's breaking down and absorbing through the skin and could be carcinogenic. If that's why they have the warnings on it. Uh-oh, Iris is breaking out the emojis. I'm gonna have to get a ChatGPT translation bot for those. That was something cool this week. So one of the suppliers that I'm testing for, in the vetting process of for labradorite, I noticed his grammar was like better than mine, flat out, just better than mine. But every message they sent had quotations around it too, and so I asked him just because it kind of was a hint in a way, and I was like, are you using ChatGPT for translation purposes? And they said, yeah, and that just blew my mind. I was like, that is so freaking cool. Like, that is using technology to its the best and making the most out of it. I was so impressed by that. Aluminum pans, huh? Jesse! Not having a bad Friday at all, man. How about you? It's good to see you today. Do they still use that term medically? Just out of curiosity? Because I know it's been something that's been stigmatized quite a bit. What's... Did something change from the last site to this one, Jesse? Hey, Ken. Uh, the... And actually, like, I'm even afraid to say the word out loud just because of the AI sensors that YouTube has. But I know it used to be used medically. I know it was after being stigmatized, they stopped using it so much or at all. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. That is a huge change. I am sorry to hear that, Jesse. That's no fun. At the same time, it's hard to sneak up on people who might not be doing things right when you're in a truck. It's easier to sneak up on them when you're on foot and dressed like them. Throw some tool belt on. Ken, how you doing today, Ken? Dang. I'm glad you can hang out while you're at work. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. And this will begin to put structure that will hold the stone in place. I am doing a labradorite wire wrap in a design that I haven't done since I was in my first, 6 months of learning. I do believe the design was invented by Kelly Jones. If I remember correctly, I don't know, it reminds me of a rosebud. But I could be totally misattributing it too. If I am, if you're the creator, you see this for some reason, please feel free to correct me. Live chat, comments, whatever. I am not perfect. If y'all ever, any of you ever seen, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but on Handmade? I have no idea where she's from. I believe Asia, but could be Pacific. I have no idea. But she does some really cool stuff out of simple, heck, no rocks needed even in many cases. Please. Yeah, always feel free to send me pictures. I love seeing work. Heck, I have learned because I've, the way I learn is I see something that appeals to me that I like and I think is cool, and I tell myself I'm going to make that. And then as I grow, I, take what I learned from making that project and try to do another, add it to another one. Okay, Sabella, have a great dinner with your parents, and we will catch you later. Be safe. It was good seeing you. What was that? Negative. Whoa. Oh, got it. Okay, it looks like labradorite in the middle. What do you got on the sides of that? I totally understand, Sabella. This is really pretty. Can I show the stream? That's cool. I'm guessing you did the lapidary work too. That is neat. Nice work, man. The not in frame. There we go. It reminds me of an eye. It really does, but, actually, that could be really cool in one of these, then wrapped to all, creation, you know what I mean? And it would be all stone then. That is neat. Oh, man, ideas. I always love ideas. definitely appears to be a stone set in a stone, which is actually something that I have been trying to work out for some time, but it's not an easy... Well, I may be overcomplicating it too, but that doesn't look like it was necessarily an easy thing to do, especially with the fact that he did all the lapidary. Like, that's the fun part and the challenging part. The idea. Yeah, and actually, you might beat me to it just because of the amount of time I have going on, but or stuff I have going on. But this here is a wire wrap project that I'll end up... Hey Josh, I totally missed you, man. I apologize. How are you doing today? And hello. Oh, that is sick. So, there's an artist, Back to Earth Creations, and she's the one I learned this, and then I'll do wire wrapping on it eventually. You might have a lot of fun with that. I bet it would look absolutely amazing. And actually, white quartz and ammonite, yeah, I would almost say that that's flat deserving of going in a solid silver. Oh, man. One of these days. The quartz lens is a good idea. That'll keep, because ammonite is real soft. I've got a couple that are... They used resin coating on them, and I don't like that, personally. I understand why they coated them in resin. I do. I just personally don't like it. Because I can't really use them in superb high-end projects without feeling like they'll end up being, like, needing to be re-lapidary worked in a few months. I'm gonna have to improvise tomorrow. That, or I guess I could go to Harbor Freight. Or not Harbor Freight, but Best Buy and get one of those batteries. That was cool, man. And actually, Joshua, I wanted to say thank you for that live because I ended up missing the Gem and Mineral show here in Missoula. So you kind of gave me a chance to go to one. It was actually on the same day as yours. Oh! And thank you for the love. I really appreciate that. This is a project that is in the works. It's gonna be a dragon eye bracelet, wire wrap bracelet. The design is directly inspired and, learned from the tutorial from Back to Earth Creations. It was what just I fell in love with wire wrapping because of that project, and I said I was gonna learn to make it, and I did. And every once in a while I try to make a better one. I'm just in this weird phase where, like, I don't work with craft wire anymore, and so I'm not sure what to do with this. Besides use sterling and copper, which I very well might. No, it's I believe aluminum or steel. It's steel. And then I used E6000 to attach these watch movements to it. I love steampunk, I really do. And this part. And then from here, I will do a bunch of stuff and make it look really dope. But it's a bit of a project. Oh, I don't really work with leather yet. That is totally something I could do. Most likely I'll wire wrap it, though. Actually, here, let me... Really? I will have to look into that. Taking a screenshot of that just to remind myself. Thank you. I've done a couple in the past, and I've actually took a couple pictures for somebody the other day. So here's one that I did. And then here's another. Oh, nope. That was a cool piece nonetheless. I've done 3 of them, and I've only got, for some reason I can only find pictures of 2 of them. Oh, and here was another that I got some pictures of. Ooh. $1 million diamond. Someday. The day I sell $1 million diamond is probably going to be a party. Leather definitely could be an interesting way to go with it, though. Polaroid and museums definitely will do. Iris, I have a feeling that might be something you might also be interested in. Just with the plethora of projects that you dabble in. I know who Mr. from Jacobs and Co. Yeah, he is one of the tyrants, or not tyrants, Titan. He's one of the titans of the field, for sure. I am very much inspired by some of the people that I was introduced to by a gentleman named Producer Michael. Not so much Producer Michael himself, although I probably should learn to take some business lessons from the man. But, like Mr. Jacob or, God, what, Marco... I can't think of the name right now. They just, yeah. Hey, JNV. Like, I want to do wire wraps with those type of jewels or gems. I was actually talking to a friend of mine the other day and saying how I basically was tempted to take, there's probably like 3.5 to 4 carats of diamonds in this box, and I'm just tempted to throw them all into one wire wrap. How are you doing today? Ooh, got it. Doing pretty good. John, I know what you mean there. which is one of the reasons why I haven't tried making that piece. Hey, Opal guy. I already have a pendant, a wire wrap pendant with 1.17 carats of diamond in it, and that's plenty. Like, I don't need to push it any further. But you can't draw in the customers if you don't have the product to show, too, is something that I've considered. That said, I do kind of have some of said product to show, so we're wrapping a labradorite in a very asymmetrical and impromptu wire wrap that I remembered from when I started learning to wrap. See where it goes from here. And then at some point I'll do a couple small auctions on some labradorites that I brought in. Or, you know, I guess I also got a couple Montana sapphires we could throw into. Do a little pre-gaming, but mostly I'm just wrapping. Nice! You know, John, to a point, you're absolutely right. However, I think later today, after the stream, I'll email you a couple of channels to check out. One of them is More Gems, Mr. Moriarty. He does live streams actually weekly, and his gems start at like $300, $400, but most of them are several thousand. Gem Shopping Network, who I have issues with their tactics, I've actually seen them sell 100,000. Actually, all day long, they're just dropping $10,000 pieces and selling them. Now, they also sell like cable and stuff too, so they're kind of different. Mr. Moriarty is actually more of a YouTube, I believe. It's rare. It would not be an easy thing to do. And it's why I'm not focusing on trying to push my skill level and my quality level anymore. Because you're right, that is not gonna work with the platform I have currently. Not yet. Someday, perhaps. I might manage to get there someday, but also I don't know if it's really absolutely necessary. I just want to make pretty jewelry, guys. That's all. And the best wire wraps in the world. Or at least be on the like top 10. There are some darn good rappers out there, and I couldn't say any of them are number one because they're all so special and amazing in their own different ways that it's just not possible to choose one of them. Yes, I agree with you, John. Moriarty has a brick and mortar, I believe. He's just very old-fashioned, it seems like. Gem Shopping started 25 years ago on, you know, Dish TV. But I might find a way somehow. It's a dream. And then, if that happens, I will find a way to utilize that to teach what I'm passionate about for free and focus on that part, because really I just need enough to survive. And I would rather teach people how to make jewelry for, themselves or whatever at home than, yeah. The Blacklight, kind of like that name. I do okay wire wrapping. I have room to grow still. Yep, notification was... Oh, that's cool. Hello, Rhythm. Your profile tag looks familiar to me. That's really cool. UV stuff can be fun in its own way. Actually, so speaking of UVs and, fine jewelry, this wasn't my idea. Another gentleman did this first, but I want to do rings that... What he did was he made a ring that was a bunch of diamonds on the face, but whenever he's in the club or something, because 1/4 of all diamonds are UV reactive, so he used UV reactive diamonds, so whenever he's in the club, his initials suddenly just start glowing blue in his ring. It's really cool. But there's so many synthetics that do interesting things under UV light and also natural. Iris, I'm gonna have to check out some of what you do with this. Are you snoring? uh, sorry, guys. My little fur ball. What can I say? I'm easily entertained. Well, thank you. They'll actually be, I'll be doing an auction on them here at some point today during this stream. I'm just kind of still in the, like, how am I going to run that while wire wrapping phase. I feel that. Every day there's something new to learn. Pretty sure it's a major point of life for me. Hey, John. Can you send me a link to that? Because I'm looking for exactly one of those right now. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's exactly the price tag I'm looking for on one. Iris, we need context, please. Alrighty, so I see. Could you do it by email? I can't access the stream very well from while I'm doing this. Hey, Diane. How are you doing today? Welcome. I forgot to show Sabella the D20. I figured, but I appreciate you, John. Thank you. I got it for sure. We're just gonna turn off notification sounds. Hopefully. It does sound really good. Oh, that's even better. You got me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna order 3 of them. That way, if anyone else wants one, I can just freaking help people. I'm also starting to do that with the gem trays that I get, by the way. We've got the leatherette ones, and those can be in stock like quick. And then I've got a source for plastic gem trays too now. Well, kinda. That is nice. Definitely thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Because for what I do, it's very, very important to have a multi light torch. Especially for some of the gems I like to play with. Hey, Joseph! Welcome! And Rosie! I drank all my water. I'm glad she's doing better. It's good to hear. But now if she watches me in the future, she's got me giving her a shout out. Hoping for a quick recovery. Options, huh? See, for me, my Friday streams are pretty much that. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing until, at least for most of them, until like 20 minutes after I start the stream, and then we know, like, okay, we're gonna do this today. We can wrap the galaxy. You know, and $19 isn't bad for a test. I'll probably give it a test for a bit before I see if anyone wants the others. But, you know, it would be a good one to... It's in the price tag of what I'm looking for. Something else I'm thinking of is, I'm kind of thinking of collecting up some gemology equipment, refractometers, polariscopes, and you know, cleaning them up and selling them as affordably as possible, of course. That way people can follow along with my gemology videos when I put them out. Because I really think that that could be a really fun thing for a lot of people. It's got a lot of science involved, and that's fun. I don't know. It might just be me. I could be weird. There is that. Thank you, Will. You missed us 11 minutes. Holy crap. That's a lot. We're just talking about lights and stuff. And streams and... And Joseph definitely would love to see you posting on YouTube. Share the experience. And, I've gotten a little further in the wrap, and now I'm working on the other side. I'm lagging. I'd love to... I love wrapping opals. I don't get to wrap enough opals. Although, speaking of opals, I have some opals on the way. I'll just say that. I'm excited about it because I finally got to get a new opal order in, and it's been a minute. Nope, I haven't started that yet. I really, while I'm wrapping, I don't know exactly how to go about doing an auction right now. I'm kind of considering my options on that, because I would need to pay attention to it and all that. Totally could, though. Take a second for that. One piece or all three at once? What do you guys think? And I'll pretty much just be wrapping the whole time while it's going on. Will! Slow down. I need help keeping track of it, too. Or I would need to take track of it. One piece, okay. Here, we'll do it sequentially. We'll start with the and we'll go up. And I will use my timer on my live stream. See, it's really difficult because I'm down a piece of technology, so I have no timer on me. That's where the magnets went. There's no second hand on this. Like last time? Oh, yeah, you know what? Good point. I don't even need a timer. I'll just let it play out. Good point there, Will. Now, I do have to remember my lighting isn't great. I do see that there, I notice some slight imperfection, although, again, labradorite. I don't even care. Holy crap, 16 thumbs up. Y'all just have fun. I'm glad she loves it. Rockin'. That was one of those pieces I was really proud of. You are not bidding $17 on this. I mean, you can. But, yeah. I have to make sure. Are you serious about that? Or are you starting out with 17 cents? Oh, yeah. Okay, I was like, that would be insane. Yeah, now we're at 19 thumbs ups. Will and Lisa bid $5 nearly simultaneously, but Will beat her by must have been milliseconds. Yeah, no, now it makes sense, J and V. I was confused there. I was just like, that's a really high bid to start with. Lisa bid 7. Get Lisa another box started up. Or Lisa bid 6. My apologies. And then Will bid 7. Lisa bids 8. And I do have a whole tray. Like, it could turn into a thing if you guys want it to turn into a thing. I'm here for you. Aha, Jeff. Gotcha, Jeff. Will ducks out. Lisa has top bid at 8. $8 going once. $8 going twice. Hammers up. Sold for $8 to Lisa. Will, that was A1. If you could, you know, remind me. This is an 8.2 gram labradorite. Oh, crap. I didn't weigh any of that other stuff. Fuck, I don't want to do that tonight. Oh, well. I'm going to have to. We got A2. Definitely one of those that my lighting is just not playing well with. But Will is in for 5 on this one. Lisa bids 7. Just pre-auctions. Will bids 8. Which this is an 8.2 grammer, according to the, and Lisa dips out. See. Top bid going to Will once. $8. $8 going twice. Hammers up. Sold. A2. And then we'll throw up A3. I have no idea how much this one weighs, but it is a behemoth. Like, it is a chunky piece of labradorite. I notice it's got some of the inclusion where, like, you'll get that rainbow sparkle in it. Now, I'm still waiting for the battery on all this, so while the invoice might be a bit to come out, but it will come out eventually. Anyway, oh, we're already bidding. I see. Well, Mr. Joshua is at 15. I am so gonna have to look into that after this stream, John. I guess I should be showing this. Lisa drops. Mr. Joshua bids 17. Mr. Joshua, do you have a box yet? Will bids 18. No, okay. And you still don't, I guess. That's alright. Mr. Joshua drops out. One of these days, I have a lot of labradorite, and I don't normally auction it. We're just doing a little bit of a pre-auction auction. We're gonna snag it for $18. Huh? We got 18 going once. Got 18 going twice. $18 and hammers up. Sold. Will, do me a solid and just like write down the A1, A2, and A3 for me. I'm sure you already have, but since that tracking method was your idea, I'm sure you already did it, but thank you. And thank you guys. I appreciate your patience. Get back to rapping. I was also thinking, because it takes me about 35 to, I don't know, anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes to make one of these rings, roughly. Depending on if I'm doing the reinforced band or not. But I was thinking of doing a live stream where I just, because I've got a lot of these nicer, yeah, they're big. They're really nice, big amethyst beads. And I was like, I could do a live stream where I just make some custom rings for people out of, with silver, but I would need to at least have an idea how many rings I'm going to need to make, because the silver for that is costly. It's costly. Hey, John. So, actually, I'll bring up a picture real quick so I don't mess up. A little bit of a story time. One of the things that helped me on my road towards loving what I do and the art behind it. Gotta go to their website. So, 3 years ago when I was in sober living and I was just picking up like designs like this, and I was still smoking cigarettes too at the time. when I'd go out to have a cigarette, we lived in the sober living house was in an alley, and across the alley were these like garage things, and there was a dude who would often be out there smoking when I went out. Got to talking and stuff, and one day, like after he had seen so many of the things that I showed him just because I was really proud of myself. Give me one of the tables, please. Here we go. It's a box, but he was kind enough to show me like what he was working on, and it was stuff like this in a warehouse that was like a freaking museum. And I was just like, you've got to be effing kidding me. Totally humbled me a bit, but at the same time inspired me to no end. Now I see that the countertops you were just talking about remind me kind of like that experience. I felt like I was walking into a museum from like Indiana Jones or something. You know what I'm saying? I was just so full of wonder. I felt like I was walking into a museum and they only had like a couple things they were working on. But I haven't gotten to Google the countertops you're talking about, but that's kind of what I have an image of in my head of when you're saying to Google them. I'm like, garnet countertops, huh? If I was making a countertop and could do anything I wanted to make a Pinterest level countertop, that rhodochrosite box is stunning. It's unfortunate that they're not hiring. I would put in an application. That's because I like to learn, and they would be a great place to learn. Dang. Okay, 30. Well, still. Geez, I bet that would be so much now. Depends on the size of the cabs, but in my opinion, quite a few. You make 4 really giant cabs. Six big cabs. Or like 144 tiny ones, or small ones. Hey, I hope you have a good day, my friend. Get good rest. And thank you for dropping by and hanging out with us. Much love, Joseph. Why? It's not even that warm. It's not that late. What is wrong with me? Sorry. Just having a hot flash. Don't worry about me. I bet. I don't even blame them, really, because selling individually takes so much more time It's easier just to sell them wholesale, you know? Hmm. Dang. One heck of a price tag. Okay. So, there's that. And then ooh, this is a trick I haven't done in a while. See if I still remember how. Okay, first. Tie this down. It's been a long while since I've done this trick. Have a good one. I feel that. Definitely would be out of my range too. Let's see here. That's right. I don't actually need all of these. And one more piece. You're right. It probably would be out of most people's price range. Have a good one, Jeff. I hope I remember the name right. I'm horrible with names. Wow. In 2 hours, we have hit 20 again. It still blows my mind every time I see 20 thumbs ups or 20 in the thumbs up thing. Like, wow. I will do my best. You might have to remind me a few times. Names is one of the things that is not my strong point in memory, for sure. Wow. You know, it just struck me. With the way things have been going, I could theoretically at least contemplate corrective surgery in the future. Like, I haven't even been willing to to think about it, because I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that. A flat out impossibility. Hey, Cheyenne. 21. Oh, 21 likes. Thank you, Cheyenne. I appreciate it. If you're having a wonderful day, It's good to see you. All right, I gotta straighten these real quick. uh, Still cracked up over that. Oh! Well, if I want to keep streaming, I better plug that phone in. Well, there's still light out, so there's no problem with... What am I seeing there? Why is it bugging me? Four, five, one, two. Alrighty. And then, for the real trick here, why? Why are you being difficult with me? Son of a bitch. And then come on. There we go. This design used to take me like 8 hours to do it all. Although, I do have some complaints with how this one's turning out. So someone will probably get a pretty good deal on it tomorrow. I don't know. Well, it'll depend on what you guys think. Because this particular piece will be auctioned tomorrow at the end of the stream. As long as after I get done wrapping it, I still have enough time to go weigh out all of my labradorite and do the math that I gotta do on that, and then have enough time left over to polish and do my finishing work on this. I might be pulling a 1 to 2 a.m. work night tonight, but it is what it is. So one of these days I gotta go out and socialize before it's like too late. I finally got permission to do that, and I need to set precedents to make sure that gets locked into stone. We're getting there. And at the very least, I could order detailing wire. Okay. That. Let's see. There's $7 there. Another 5. About 13 there. 5, 10, 35. Probably gonna be about 4.5 afterwards. Damn, that's not gonna... Yeah, we're not... There's no way I'll get that tomorrow. Chat got quiet. Although, to be fair, it is also, 7:30 here on a Friday night. The silly heart icon is in my way right now, but thank you. I appreciate the update or the correction. Paraloid. Thank you. Thank you, Iris. Yeah, that'll work. That's super cool. Let me pop it up real quick, Iris. Dang, girl. People just, probably don't appreciate the work you put into those flower crowns. Yeah, but if you tint the branches, then there won't be as much definition. I love how that looks like as it is. Although, I guess with what you're trying to do, you might need to tint the branches. I'm not 100% on the technical side of that. Let's see if we're gonna have that PC, because I don't think that I'm going to. If it's not delivered now, I don't think it's gonna be. Now expected by the 22nd. Yeah, unless you guys are working till fucking 10 p.m. tonight, ain't happening. Oh well. We tried. Tomorrow's stream might be very annoying, just to let y'all know. I don't believe I'll have my PC available still. Oh, it's absolutely not going to be here then. Okay. See, and I can't access that. That's what I was asking for, was to, if there was a way to access that from my end, because what I see is this. Like, this is all they show. I've signed in, it doesn't matter, it just says it'll be there expected by the 22nd. Like, that does me no good. How did you find out then? What witchcraft did you use? Fuck, I'm gonna be lucky to get my materials back out of this piece. Yeah, that's what I'm used to as well, is normally it shows all that, and this time it was just like, nah, you. I almost, so Will, it says at a certain point you can get a refund. I almost told you just to get that refund and picked it up at Best Buy, but I figured, yeah, I'll just wait. Something definitely went awry. You should complain. See if you can get money back. Or a discount. Or money towards your next purchase or something. Turn this into a benefit for you. Nah. Usually takes more time to actually, like, make something like that actually worth writing in about. Sadly. Like, that's one of the reasons why some of those shops on Etsy still do it, is because Etsy just stopped controlling it, and said, oh, well, it's a matter for PayPal, and you've got to put like 5 hours of work in, you're not putting me out. No, hey, no. It's fine. It's fine. It will be convenient for me because I don't got to run to the store and go get it. If I would have ordered the thing, it would have been just as late. No big deal. Hakuna Matata. It's not worth being worried about. I'd have had to pay for an Uber to Best Buy and then pay for an Uber back. It's just not worth it. Like, it's totally... I might have to run from my phone tomorrow or chance it. I'm still not sure. I'm debating it. I might chance it anyway. But I'm really afraid to because you're right. All it's going to take is one more. Like, this time I got lucky that computer turned back on. And I know I got lucky that computer turned back on. Because I'm going to blow in it and see if maybe that fixes the problem is literally an old superstition that us nerds do as a last resort. It's our Hail Mary. And the fact that that's what fixed the damn thing tells me it's on its last breath. So no stress at all, man. With that said, you should totally write Amazon and tell them that it was like life-ending catastrophic. And that they owe you a 50% discount on the item at the very least for the inconvenience it caused you. And to be fair, I seriously thought it would be convenient too. I mean, it's not often Amazon lets me down like this. Like, usually Amazon is, like, I may complain a little bit here and there, but Amazon's usually pretty good about their times. If you pay attention to them. Oh, yeah, totally. Just... just so messed up. But it's Amazon. Like, don't tell me that they don't have the money to refund somebody $70 or something to, not lose their lifetime worth of subscription. They do. They totally do. I wonder how often people bluff that, though, now that I think about it. Like, I bet their call center, like the guys in the call center, hear that at least once a day. And they're like, "Sir, you've ordered 3,522 items from us, and this is the first time one has been late, and you're threatening to cancel your Prime subscription over that? Do it." Oh, you're wait, is this like a problem that you've encountered? Because I don't order much from Amazon. I've only started recently because, shipping boxes, gem jars. Fair point. Fair point indeed. Actually, yeah, no, that makes 100% sense. I don't use them for much of anything other than, and heck, the only reason I use or have Amazon Prime is because they being on Social Security at the time, it was basically free. Was one of their attempts to show that they weren't taking advantage of everybody. Okay, I could see that. Your argument makes sense. I concede the point. I have lost this debate. Son of a bitch, really? But seriously, it's not a like big hassle for me, bro. Don't worry about it. Like these things happen. I will figure it out. There's no need for you to feel bad. Like, it was completely out of your control, and heck, I am surprised because I haven't had this happen very often myself. I don't use them a lot, but I've been using them more lately, and they've been pretty well on time lately, so she might have a very valid point. I have ordered a lot of things from Walmart, and really the difference between Walmart and Amazon, I couldn't tell you what it is. Damn. I do not like that bale. Well, this is not a success. I'm half tempted to scrap it. I mean, Walmart, Amazon, really same people. Maybe not the exact same people, but pretty much. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I will look into that a little bit, because I can't explain why, but I actually have there's something about Jeff Bezos I'm just not a fan of personally. And I cannot articulate why either, so. I probably could. I just don't feel like it. I don't know. I have no idea what it is for me that makes it where I just am not a fan of the dude. Part of it is Blue Origin. I will readily admit that. Like, I'll give Richard Branson and Elon Musk, like, they both had their own thing going in a way, and were both going towards the same goals. Or, well, similar goals. When suddenly, yeah, felt like Bezos was just like trying to get into that whole race just as a publicity stunt, where the other two I've known, as longtime obsessors over this subject of space. It's a passion of theirs. I didn't see that. Maybe I did, actually, because there's something also quite egotistical about Blue Origin and how they handle it. I guess that's kind of the pot calling the kettle black, with the fact that, Branson also kind of does his own media looking thing with it, but again, I can't articulate it. Also, he's not even really getting truly into space, in all fairness. Like, there's still considerable atmosphere, technically. But is Branson not doing it anymore? That'd make me sad. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I will always credit Elon first with that, because I'll never forget how everyone was just like, oh, he's buying old ICBMs and blowing them up, and that's just a stupid waste of money, blah, blah, blah. did pretty damn well. Basically is the industry. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's okay. He was just going for the whole tourism thing anyway. No big loss. Like, I'm honestly not interested in space tourism. I would like to see outer space myself at some point in my life, but I think it'd be far more effective to lessen the cost of delivery methods so that we can get, and I mean, fucking Starlink. Like, I hear a lot of people complain about that, and at the same time, it's like, you also complain that people in, certain parts of the world don't have access to the internet and it's not equitable. Like, this is pretty much the option. Oh. Yep. And then sold out. 6 months in, year in, couple years in. Yup. I called it. Of course he did. That sucks. That makes sense why I haven't heard anything about them in years, though. Because he was a serious contender. Well, there is today's design. I might do some touch-up on it, and of course I've got to do a little bit of... But we will auction this off tomorrow, starting at $1 at the end of tomorrow's stream. And I'll just let it go where it goes. It's unfortunate, Will, but most of the people who actually are passionate about it don't have the money. And sourcing money is not their strong point. It's a dreamer thing. Like, that is something dreamers look at, and they're not thinking about, like, a payoff now. The payoff isn't now. The payoff is in 50 years, 70 years. Thank you, Melinda. Really appreciate that. But yeah, the payoff is in the time of, you know, I'll probably be long gone when those payoffs come about, but I mean, well, you know how I feel about the subject. I want to get off the planet. I've had enough. Anyway, guys, I gotta get some things prepped up for tomorrow. I really hope that I will get some time to see some of y'all tomorrow, and we will. How am I gonna do that? I'll figure it out. Probably start about 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Now, I might get started a little earlier, but it's just really difficult for me to get my body moving before then. So, possibly you might get a surprise notification sometime a little bit earlier. Probably won't miss anything. Start slow. Hang out for a few hours, and yeah. Melinda, thank you for hanging out. And I am seriously considering doing some of these amethyst rings like custom for people. That would be fun. Like live custom. But anyway, thank y'all for hanging out tonight. Let's see here, we got 22 thumbs ups. That's amazing. It still shocks me seeing that every time. Y'all have a safe night. Don't do anything I would do. Or, well, the old me would have done. Be safe. We'll see y'all later. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this thing off. Let's see. And thank you again. Shit. Ah, that button. Good night, everyone.